Hello, Aries. It is time for your energy forecast for the week of June the 2nd through to the 8th. And once again, I am turning to my charms to help us out. So very much like using a deck of cards, I'm going to reach into my little magic little box here full of charms, and I'm going to pull out a charm, and it will give me your overarching energy for the week ahead. Again, just the same as if I was using cards. And the first charm, I was going to say the first card, first charm I have, the charm I have out for you here is a tree. I am taking this two ways. One, the tree of life. Also, though, I'm very strongly getting a message here with regard to the family tree and the connections therein, and understanding that our family is not just sort of what we see on black and white on paper when we're mapping out that family tree, but really many of us have our chosen family, those people in our life who have become like family or even closer than some of our family members. And those relationships are to be just as honored as if they were those black and white ones on paper, because not all of our relationships connected on that family tree are positive ones or healthy ones. And so sometimes we have a chosen family that means much more to us. I actually understand this very well. I do have some members of my family I'm quite close to, and other members of my family I am very distant from. But the gap in between is filled up by the family that I choose. So honoring the family that we choose is really what I feel we're leaning toward with this tree showing up for you at this time, Aries. So the week ahead, really looking at who are those people in your life that maybe they weren't born into the family tree. And personally, I don't say I have a family tree, I say I have a nut bush. So it's looking at those that are not born within the family tree, so we can't follow the branch to the leaf, but maybe they came into our lives and fill a very important role to us. And again, they are the chosen family. So going through the week ahead, I really feel like it's honoring those people and really looking at them and what they mean in your life. All right, let's move on now. We are using the Wisdom of the Elders Oracle deck. This is a deck put out by one of my mentors, Sean Leonard. He's an Indigenous Mi'kmaq from Nova Scotia, and he's got a fabulous book called Spirit Talker. I encourage anyone interested in the journey of mediumship and working with spirit to read it. Very insightful, very meaningful for me. Lots of aha moments, as was the new book put out by Reverend Nicole Powell, another one of my mentors. And she has a book called The Power, A Call to Mediumship. And again, really good book with some exercises, as does Sean's book, have exercises in there to help you along on your journey. But let's just get to your reading here, continuing on. So pulling three more cards now. Again, this is from the Wisdom of the Elders deck. And we have at the beginning of the week for you, it is all about the honesty, as represented here by Sabe, Bigfoot. And there's a sense of people hearing from you and not really believing your story, right? So it's no different than somebody, takes a walk in the wood, come back and claim they've seen Bigfoot and nobody believing them. And I have this sense of there's something important that you've either seen in your life. And when I say see, I don't necessarily mean with our eyes. This is going to be an intuitive hit that we've received. We just know things sometimes. And that's our claircognizance showing up. So when we just know things without knowing how we know things, again, that's our claircognizance. And I just feel like you've shared something that you've seen, or with this knowing, and you have your doubters around you. And I really feel like regardless of what feedback you're getting, that's a projection of somebody else on their journey, and you don't have to buy into their perspective or their opinion. And you really need to hold fast to your own picture, your own truth, and holding on fast to that and remaining honest in your experience. Don't sort of couch it or sort of soften it for the sake of others. To speak your truth. All right. And then toward the middle of the week, it's the pipe ceremony. This is all about the prayer. And this is reaching out to your ancestors, loved ones, your guides, your angels, and really asking for the guidance. I do feel like in this pushback that you're getting from other people when you speak your truth, rather than leaning onto their thoughts, their opinions, their perspective, what you really need to be doing is just taking a quiet moment and invoking the assistance and strength of your loved ones in spirit, again, your guides, your angels, and asking them to help you stand firm in your truth and asking them for the guidance to move you forward. One of the very first things I did when I awakened to my own journey was promise the universe, God, the collective consciousness, however you want to refer to that, that wherever they led, I would follow. And that was a pretty big statement to make because I had no idea where they were leading, where it was going to take me, what my life would look like in doing that. But I just had this deep inner faith that whatever was going on was indeed for my greatest and highest good. Now, it doesn't mean I've not had fear through the challenges. Of course I have. But I hold to my promise. Where they lead, I will follow. And it's led me to some pretty amazing places. So I would encourage you to say your prayers, whatever that means for you. And then look at this. We are wrapping up with the Great Spirit, the Creator themselves, right? So again, whether you see that as a god or the goddess or a combination of gods and goddesses, whether you see that as a collective energy, whether you refer to that as the universal source, whatever that means for you, I do have this sense of, the storyline being this week that, you've seen your truth, you understand your truth, you know your truth, and you're getting a little bit of pushback in speaking your truth and your awareness. But Spirit is saying, like, don't listen to them. They can only meet you as far as they've taken their own journey, right? So don't lean onto the thoughts and opinions of others. Rather, lean on divine source for your strength and for your knowing and for the reflection back to you that, yes, indeed, you are on the right path. If you are surrounding yourself with naysayers, you may think the reflection back to you is that you're wrong. But again, it's just their thoughts, their opinions, and you need to source that reflection back from the Creator, because the Creator will show you how wonderful and amazing and beautiful not only you are, but that your journey is. Doesn't mean it's not without its challenges. Doesn't mean there's not aspects of it that you will not care for or not like or out and out hate. But at the same time, it is your journey, and they will support and reflect that love and support back to you. All right? Thank you, Aries, for being here. If you want to know more about me, leeshanks.com is my website. You can also find me on Instagram and Facebook at Intuitive Lee. In the meantime, I hope you have yourselves a blessed week. Please do like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to look up your reading for the month of June. Blessed be one and all. Take care. This is Intuitive Lee signing off.